Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. This is the Doctor and today we are going to look at getting our EV suits from a step between stars. So I've already played the mission and I have the videos up on that on YouTube, and I have already gone through to see how to do it myself, and I have gotten each of the 3 EV suits you get from this mission plus one of the Lobi suits. So now I'm familiar with how that's done, and this video is simply to show you how to get the 3 EV suits and then how to turn them in with your Lobi to get the upgraded one. So this is a bit of more of a tutorial than of a playthrough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the mission through myself right now until I get to the part where we get our first EV suit and make that choice. I'm going to play that and record that. Then I'm going to stop it again and wait and replay the mission and do it the second time and then do it the third time, and I'll piece all that together for you and I'll show you just the bits where you get the suits and how you do that, and then at the end we'll have our 3 suits and we'll take them and trade them in, and I'll show you how to do that. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to play through to the point where I get my first EV suit, and we'll do that a little bit. So stay tuned as I get through this mission. And here is the lovely Chief Logistics Officer. Why, hello there. Okay, everybody. So I'm back. I am now at the point where we make our first choice that will lead to the first EV suit that we get. I'm here with Dr. Cooper and Tuvok in the room that the very first room you come to, where you unlock the console and then it opens this big window to the star right here. And this is the first option. Now, I'm just going to state I am on my engineering character, so this is an engineer. I have not played this mission yet on him, so all of these will be brand new. That means you'll get to see the accolade associated with each choice, and you get all 3, and then you get a final one, and that tells you basically have gotten all 3 EV suits at that point. So, also, one little thing I want to point out. After this, we're going to go into battle in that previous room we were in with the Voth. And what I have seen happen is that sometimes the Voth will get stuck in the door or the floor. So I would advise you not to fight the Voth until you lure them a little bit away from the door. I have had some pretty bad runs where one Voth got stuck and I could not target him. I ended up having to replay the mission from the beginning all over again, which was extremely annoying. This is a bug, and I hope Cryptic realizes that and maybe fixes I think what's happening is the Voth's spawn point is just too close to the entrance, too close to that door. Anyway, you'll see that when you play sometimes, maybe. So anyway, just be wary of that.
I've done something.
Talk to Dr. Cooper. Blah, blah,
Instead of activating
Tell me about the beams.
I can activate beams of energy that will shoot down in set periods of time. I do not have any further control than that. But you could lure some of the Voth into the beams. The beams are quite deadly, so I would advise keeping your distance. This would be our easiest option against the Voth, but if we are not careful, we could be caught in the beams. Would you prefer I activate the beams?
So these are the 3 choices that lead to the 3 EV suits. The beam is one EV suit, the swarmers is the other one, or the second, and this one, what are odds if you have no defenses, that's the third one. So each one leads to a different EV suit, and that's important to note. Each of the EV suits you're going to get from these options are different. They are not the same, and we'll look at that when we get them. But yes, let's activate the beams.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
We'll start with the beams here, and I'm going to play through. I'm going to defeat the Voth, and then we're going to go into the room after that where we get our EV suit, and I'll show you that first EV suit that you get. And you do get to keep them. That's something I didn't realize when I first played, but you keep those EV suits. So the Voth are now away from the door, so now I can attack them.
approaching. We should move forward. Be on your guard.
There we go. Accolade complete. Defensive beam technician. That is the first accolade, so that was neat. And yeah, sometimes I didn't have a problem that time, but I was kind of scared there because I know I activated all my powers before. But yeah, sometimes they'll come in and the door will close when they get here, but they'll be stuck on the other side. I've had that happen. It's really annoying. Alright, so now we're going to, after this room, we'll go to the next room, which is going to give us our first EV suit.
Arm yourself. It is the Voth who killed the captain.
Whoa. He decided to take a flying leap towards Tuvok. Jeez. Okay.
That was an explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your status?
I'm fine. The Voth can't get in.
Okay, now let's do this.
May want to put a shield up around the next door before you open it.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum of space.
Okay, so now we can get our first EV suit. Ta-da!
Doctor, are you going to prepare your suit?
And be sure to
Me?
activate it.
Of course not. It's far too risky for me to go out there.
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
Now you have a little light. You can turn it off, which actually deactivates the entire suit, or turn it on. Now when you have this suit under space dock, that button will just turn the light off or on. It'll still stay equipped. But if you go to your menu here, you'll see that it's a Solanae Marksman environmental suit. So this is the Marksman one. And it stays on your body. See, it's removed my armor, which I had the adapted Mako armor, and it's put it in its place. So after you finish the mission, it's still there in your body armor. It does not go away. So make sure that after you finish this mission, if you want your regular armor back on, to put it back on, because otherwise you're going to have the EV suit armor on. But it stays with you. So this is the first one you get from the beams, and it's called the Marksman. So that will be... That's the first one we do, and jump out into space. So, I'm now going to pause the video again and go for the second one. So, stay tuned.
Calm yourself, Doctor.
Alright everybody, welcome back. This is the Doctor. I am back on my second playthrough now, and we are back at the spot where we make our choice to get the second EV suit. You'll notice in my inventory I now have the Marksman environmental suit from the first playthrough. So now let's go for the second one. All we need to do is talk to Cooper again.
Allow me. Instead
This
of activating
time
the defenses
we're going to talk about the swarmers.
I can alter the programming of the security swarmers that normally patrol this area. They will attack the Voth, but they also will attack us if there are no other targets. The swarmers will provide a distraction for us, but they could also be a liability. Do you want me to activate the swarmers?
Yes, activate the swarmers.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
Now we go deal with the Voth again, this time with swarmers helping us. And however, he is correct. If there are no other targets, the swarmers will target and fire on us. But I want to fire on the Voth first. Nope.
More Voth inbound. Prepare yourself.
Tuvok, come back.
Voth commanders are approaching.
I bet they are. Alright. Now we just take these guys out.
Personal shield losing power.
We should move forward.
Here we go.
Be on your guard.
Swarmer. Tactician. Now we gotta take out the rest of the swarmers. Okay. And we're good. Those Voth scientists gave me a evil nanites.
A Voth soldier is activating the battlesuit.
On my second playthrough, I chose different options. One of the options, or different options when you choose at the beginning, gives you the mech suit battle here that we are now doing, which is really simple. But I noticed that the first option gives you the option where you fight a Voth soldier in here, and the second option gives you where you fight the mech. And that's at the beginning of the level. That's a whole different thing, but that does not relate to the EV suit, so don't worry about that. Has nothing to do with the EV
I'm
suit.
fine, I'm fine. The Voth can't get in. You, may want to put a shield up around the next door before you open it.
Open sesame.
It would appear all that is
Talk
between
to
us and our
Tuvok.
goal is the vacuum of space.
Yeah, cutscene go away. Now you'll see that this EV suit is in a different place. Check this out.
Doctor, are you going to prepare your suit?
There we go.
Me? Of course not. It's far too risky for me to go out there.
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
When you look at the suits, you'll see this one is called the Enforcer environmental suit. I clicked it by accident. So this is the Solanae Enforcer environmental suit. This is the Solanae Marksman. And there's the differences. The only difference is the Enforcer does plus 10% physical damage. The Marksman does plus 5% all energy damage. That's the only difference between those two. But anyway, that is required to get the special Lobi ones. So now we have our second suit. And out into space. So I'm going to play this through, and then third time we will come back and you'll see the third suit. So stay tuned.
Doctor. Conserve your oxygen.
And welcome back, everybody. So here we go on our third playthrough of this mission, and this is the final option we need to get our third EVA suit. So now when I open my inventory, you'll see I have both the Marksman and the Enforcer from the last two options. Now it's time to get our third one.
I've done something.
Allow me.
So we're
Instead
going to
of activating
choose
the defenses
what
to
are
assist
the
you,
odds without any
slim
defenses.
enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support you.
Now it says here, it is not recommended to approach the next encounter without Cooper's help or extremely high quality equipment and consumables. So they intend for this last option to be rather tough to do by yourself. So I think though that it's our best option. We'll fight the Voth without any support.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
And you have to anyway if you want all three EV suits and then the Lobi ones. So you have no choice. I'm gonna activate my powers. Definitely will need them. Follow me, drones. To battle.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Tuvok, I can't see. You're like right behind me.
More Voth inbound. Prepare
No
yourself.
kidding. We'll give him one of those, and we'll give him one of those. Being an engineer has its benefits, let me tell you.
Voth commanders are approaching.
I was thinking, will I need orbital strike? You know what? I probably don't even need it. But I'll do it for fun. There you go.
We should move forward.
Look at that. Accolade complete. The unstoppable captain. Of course, it helps having this kit, by the way, I recommend everybody get, because this is just the most awesome engineering kit on the planet. Okay, let's go. I do, however, want the chasing orbital beam strike thing. I forget where you get that, but I want that. The chasing orbital beam is real fun. Whenever somebody uses it, it's a lot of fun.
Arm yourself. It is the Voth who killed the captain.
Shield losing power.
Hey, stop it. Okay. And
That was
things
an
are blowing up.
explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your status?
I'm fine, I'm fine. The Voth can't get in.
And let's continue.
You, may want to put a shield up around the next door before you open it.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum of space.
Okay, and now you'll see we have another position to get our suit from, a different this time. And it is also a different suit than the other two.
Doctor, are you going to
Accolade
repair your
complete.
suit?
Dyson EV suit
Me?
collector.
Of course not. It's far too risky for me to go out there.
That
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
That Dyson EV suit collector is the accolade you need to hit all three, and I guess the game might see that you have that to be able to get the Lobi one. Not sure, don't really care, but it's an accolade, so it's there. I made that rhyme. Okay, anyway, I'm just babbling. Here we go. This one is called the Solanae Striker environmental suit, and it has a 2.5% chance. Critical chance and a 20% critical severity. So basically the Striker one is probably good for a tactical officer, and of course then you had the Enforcer and the Marksman. So they each have just that top stat is different on them. Everything else is exactly the same. But those three are what is required for the Lobi store ones, which I will show you after. I gotta convince him first. Oops. Yeah, click away. There we go. Jump into space. Yay! So, I will show you that now in just a little bit after I finish this. So, stand by.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Conserve your oxygen.
Alright, well, welcome back everybody. So, I have now completed 3 runs of A Step Between Stars. And I have all 3 EV suits. Because of that, I can go to the Lobi store and get either the black or the white upgraded EV suit. But before we do that, let's look at all 3 of them. Here they are. This is the Marksman, there's the Enforcer, and there's the Striker. So they each have a little bit of a different look to them, and that top stat is a little different on them. The Striker is the critical chance, critical severity. The Enforcer is physical damage. And the Marksman is all energy damage. And this one has a little blue HUD, these two have a purple HUD, and this one has a darker skin, and this one has a little lighter skin, and this one looks like the lightest of them all. But let's put them on. Let's put the Marksman on first, and let's take a look at it. Click that once, turns it on. You can see it's got a darker skin underneath. It's got a light. If you click that, somehow I got that light to turn off and on. I don't remember how I did that, but somehow I did that previously. Anyway, got a little light. It's got the purple HUD, so that's that one. Let's switch to this one. That one you see is also purple, but it's lighter in color. Still looks quite nice. And then finally, this one. It's the lightest of them all, and it has a blue HUD. So that's how they look, that's how they differ. And now we can upgrade that, which I will do right now. There's all three. We go to the Lobi store. Go to ground gear. And you have two options here. You've got Solanae Sentinel Environmental Suit Mark 12 and the Solanae Paladin Environmental Suit Mark 12. The requirements are 50 Lobi for each of these, and then of course each of these three suits requires one Solanae Enforcer, one Solanae Marksman, and one Solanae Striker on both of those, which we have. So once I buy one of these, that means I can't get another one. I would have to go replay the mission again another 3 times to get all 3 suits. So if you want both of these upgraded suits, you're going to end up playing the mission 6 times in order to get both suits. And if you wanted to keep 3 of the free suits, maybe to put them on your bridge officers, well, you would have to replay it even more. So you could be replaying that mission 9 or 10 times if you wanted every single. That doesn't work. Maybe it does work. If you want every single EV suit. Hey, it does work. Boy, it's late. Yeah, that time, 1:57, that's AM, by the way. That's how I roll. Okay, anyway. So what's different about these Lobi ones are that they have upgraded stats. Right now it's comparing to the one I have on, which is Mako, but let's put this one on, and we'll be able to compare side by side here. There we go. Solanae Striker versus Solanae Sentinel. You can see that all the stats, like physical damage, kinetic damage, all energy damage, those are higher, 49 instead of 43. Some of the other stuff is too. The anti-proton damage and proton resistance rating are a little bit higher. Basically, all the stats are just a little bit higher. And then you get more stats on top of that. For example, look at the Sentinel. It has the physical damage, the all energy damage, and the critical chance, and the critical severity. It has all of those singular ones that the 3 free ones had. It combines all 3 of those into one suit. So there's the advantage that the Lobi one provides. It provides all of those small little ones that these provided. Like this one is the critical chance, critical severity, one was all energy, and one was physical damage. But these Lobi combine all 3, all of that into one suit. So there's the advantage. The difference between the two themselves is, let's see, Sentinel. There are differences. I'm seeing some things change, but no, maybe not. Maybe they're the same. You know what? It's real hard to compare them unless I had them side by side. But I don't. So, anyway, let's put that back on because I'm going to sell these. So here's what you do. You just decide which one you want and you purchase it. And I'm going to go for the white one on this character. I do have the black one on another character, the Sentinel. I have that on another character I can show you, but right now, because I already have that, I'm going to go for the Paladin on this character. Oh, there we go. If I hover over it real quick, it doesn't change. And I noticed none of the stats change. So they're exactly the same stats. It's basically, do you want a black one or do you want a white one? And they're making you pay, well, 50 Lobi for the color, basically, plus the 3 free suits. So there are no differences between these. It's just a color. Let's go for the Paladin. Let's buy it. That's all you gotta do. Now you own a Lobi store, and you'll notice that the 3 I had, completely gone. No longer there. And now it is replaced with the Paladin environmental suit. So I put it on. Oh yeah, this is the one that's... Well, it still doesn't do it. For some reason on my other character, I'm able to turn the light on and off, but keep the suit on. I don't know how I'm doing that, but that's how it works anyway. There's the Paladin suit. So you can see upgraded visuals, upgraded stats. That's basically the Lobi store ones. And the light, it's a dynamic light. So you'll see in this corner here, the light is lighting up the area. So that little light, if you're in a dark mission or whatever, like let's say, oh, you know the Bonnie Kin mission, right? From the Davidian stuff. You know how you need a flashlight in that mission? Well, if you put on this EV suit, look at that. You got a built-in flashlight at all times. Or some of those PvEs where it's really dark, or you know those ones like the Federation one where the starbase is being taken under control and you have to stop the sabotagers, people and stuff. That's a dark mission that also wants you to get a flashlight, but if you put this suit on, you wouldn't need that. You would have a little light. So I like that. See, the light lights up on the floor. It lights up everywhere, so that means it's dynamic. So that's really cool. That's a cool feature. Now I'm like glowing. Look how bright I am. It looks really good in the light. Look at this. I'm all purple now because I'm near the club. Isn't that neat? Woohoo! See, that's very cool. So that, if you're into EV suits and you really want the better one, there you go. That's how you do it. That is how you get it. I'm going to switch real quick to my other character and I'll show you the black one just so you can visually see how they differ, so stand by. Alright, welcome back everybody. I'm on my other character. This is Rassilon, my science, and he has the black one, which is the Sentinel. Yes, I did get all 3 EV suits and the upgraded one on him just so he would have it. So, yeah, see, this one allows you to turn the light on and off. On and off. I think that maybe just be a bug because it looks like this should be off and you should not even have the suit on you, and then if you turn that on, that should enable the suit. So I think that is perhaps a bug. But anyway, here's the black one. Black and blue with the little light. That's what it looks like, and the light again is dynamic on this one as well, so it lights up the environment around you. That's important. You can use these in dark missions where it's dark, and this should help you. Looks pretty cool with the purple lighting. Almost makes it look purple. Come here where it's a little brighter, and you can see, there it is. That's the black one. So these suits are nice. You notice they don't have the jetpack on them that the ones in the mission used. These are basically broken versions of that. Here's where it's dark. Check that out. Looks pretty cool, huh? I gotta say, I like the visuals. These are probably the best looking EV suits in the game, period. So, you know, if you want a fancy EV suit, there you go. I don't really know that I will be using them much because I'm not in situations or scenarios where we're gonna do spacewalking a lot. You know, so they're not really used a lot, but they're cool looking anyway. But the problem with wearing them is they take away from your bonuses that you were getting from other armor, shield, and weapon combinations, like that I have the Jem'Hadar on this character. But if I take the body armor of the Jem'Hadar off and use the EV suit armor, well then I'm losing the 3-piece bonus from this, which is combat triage subroutine. And if you do the same on Mako or adapted Mako or Omega, you're going to lose that 3rd bonus because it's not part of the set. So that is the downside to wearing it. The upside is it looks cool. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. That was a little tutorial there on how to get the 3 EV suits. Quite easy. Oh, I just want to mention, I am very thankful that Cryptic made that mission not as long as the last one was, the one with Worf. That one was a very long mission, and you did have to replay it for the rewards at the end. And that took forever. I mean, you know, getting the obelisk ship, getting the beam weapon, and everything else. It was just, it was a total grind fest, and it took forever. Thankfully, this mission is so much shorter, and that allows us to not get so frustrated at grinding it for all the gear. Anyway, there you go, everybody. EV suits. Have fun. Let me know what you think of them, and yeah, enjoy the game. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next.